So my wife and I recently took a step of faith and left our home country in Malaysia, and we packed our lives into just 5 bags and moved here to Melbourne, Australia. It's honestly been quite a crazy journey, so we made a video on that as well, so you can watch it here if you haven't already. One of the first things we've had to do once we got here was to find a place to stay. And honestly, it wasn't the best time at all to do that because everyone in the world was ready to come back to Australia, like students, workforce. So property demand in terms of rental was skyrocketing, and so were the prices, especially in the city. So in this video, I'm gonna share our journey of finding our first home here. If you're someone that's thinking of moving here, you could also then find some info and insights on what you can expect to get with your money here. So in terms of what we were looking for, location-wise, we were exploring somewhere close to the city, if not in the city, because we knew that our lives were going to be revolving around South Melbourne and South Bank area, and that is where our work and church community will be at. So benchmark-wise, it's going to be largely dependent on a mix of work, essentials, and church. As for budget, we were aiming for around $400 per week, if not lower. But we very soon realized in the process that it was not realistic at all. You'll find out why in a bit. Size-wise, we were looking for a 2-bedroom or a 1-bedroom with a huge living room. So that way we can have like a dedicated workspace, if not at least a work desk. Next requirement would be a good layout. As much as we can like design it and spice it up to how we like it and how it will serve our needs, we can only do it as much as the canvas allows. So finding a good blank canvas to start off with, that would be important. Also very important is the convenience of commute. Because we're not going to get a car yet, we need to make sure that like transportation and like walking distance is not too far off. For groceries, for work, we wanted to make sure that we're not going to need to walk 30 minutes just to get groceries, carrying like 2 huge bags. And for final bonus point is to have nice views from the unit and probably nice vibes in the area. Well, honestly, it can be quite a priority for me to have that. But at this point that we are freshly moving into the country, it's probably something that we could and we should compromise on, at least for this first year that we're here. But it would be nice. It would be very nice to have that. So with that in mind, let's get hunting. So this very first place is in Park Street. There's 2 units that we're looking at. One that is 1 bed, the other one is 2 bed. Distance wise is not great, but as you can see, living, dining and kitchen is tiny. Price is not the greatest as well. I mean, yeah, not really fitting it. Not really. And this next one is in City Road. Very similar layout. Tiny also. Location is decent, but tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. And then next up, Hague Street, 1 bed, 1 bath, 400 per week. Distance wise, very good, 5 to 10 minutes walk to everything. But again, we're seeing a trend here. This place is tiny. Look at the living, dining and kitchen. It's probably ideal for 1 person living at most. Yep, moving on. Melbourne Quarter. This is in Flinders Street. Honestly, very nice, very new, central location. It's in the free tram zone, so that's a plus. This place is also newly built, nice facilities. It feels like a hotel layout, not too bad. We could probably make it work. Room is decent, storage is good, but the demand for this place is off the charts. There were almost 40 to 50 people inspecting the unit when we went. So we actually did put in an application for this place, but well, spoiler alert, we didn't get it. At this point, it really isn't going great at all, and it's getting tiring. So we decided to up our budget to around $450 to $500 per week and see if we can find anything around that tier. So this place is honestly quite charming, but probably not very practical because you see this pretty stairs that we went through. It's nice, but I don't think it's practical at all. Probably a bit too old and just inconvenient in every way. This place doesn't even have a washer dryer space. They have this super old communal coin laundry thing going on. Yep. Wow. No thanks. So at $500 per week, we have 2 bed, 1 bath, 1 park in Sturt Street. 15 to 20 minutes walk, slightly further out from things. Only 1 tram nearby. It's slightly older as well, but honestly, great layout. Great space, great vibe, kinda charming. Really like how it's slightly out of everything but still near enough. Toilet isn't great, but I've seen worse. We really liked it. Well, mostly me, but we went for it anyways, even though it was over budget, hoping that we could perhaps sublet the car park and get a lower rent with that. But again, we waited for weeks and got rejected. Sad life. And then we went up even higher to $500 to $550 per week. Going to the big boys, Melbourne Square, 2 bed, 1 bath, $530 per week. Honestly, quite nice, new, very decent location, very near to stuff, and we have Woolies right downstairs. We really wanted to like it, but it seems like the living, dining and kitchen is too small, especially for the money we were gonna pay. Well then, this final place is the place that we obviously ended up with. We actually had a lot of mixed feelings going into it, but we were running out of time and options. But, let me just show you. So, this place, it's 2 bed, 1 bath, 1 park, $530 per week. But later on, we managed to rent out the car park and brought it down to like $460 per week. Location is great, 5 minutes walk to most things. Layout is great. Finally, a dedicated kitchen space that is separated from living and dining. Bedroom sizes are very decent too, storage space, great. But with everything, there's always a catch. You see this thing right here? It's freaking built in. It's not going away, it's staying with me. We're stuck with it. Well, I guess in life you just gotta choose your battles. We're still very grateful to have found this place, and we look forward to making this place our home. Okay, so a few ending thoughts. Initially, we were really on the fence with this place because it's so over our budget. And we knew that with this money that we're paying, we probably could get something nicer and bigger, but it would have to be further out, like 20-30 minutes by tram or by car. But owning a car comes with a different set of costs altogether. You would have parking, that I've come to realize cost a bomb in the city. It averages from like $15 to $30 per day. You have your petrol, maintenance, upfront costs of buying the car. And even if you find a place that is accessible by tram, you would be spending average $4 to $5 per trip, round trip $10 per day, average $50 per week. Even with a monthly pass, it goes down to $40 per week per person. 2 person will be $80 to $100 per week just on commuting itself. So we realized that we were actually saving a lot of money just staying here because we barely even use the tram besides the time that we go out and meet our friends and hang out. And we actually end up saving a lot of time. So yes, we have finally settled into our very first home here in Melbourne, and we're very happy with that. But we're still in the midst of waiting for some of our furnitures and to slowly make this place feel and look like our home. I hope that this video has given you some ideas on finding a place here in Melbourne. It's a beautiful city. I'm sure that many of you will like it. And I'll be sharing more of our homemaking process as we go here. So if you're interested to come along on that journey, feel free to subscribe and follow along. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Peace.